You handcuffed a decorated sniper because he looked suspicious. Gentlemen, you just made the worst mistake of your careers. It was just another Tuesday at the VA hospital in Jacksonville. Travis Cole, retired Marine sniper, two-time Purple Heart recipient, arrived early for his physical therapy. Wearing dark jeans, boots, and a gray hoodie, he looked like any other veteran in that hallway. But to officers Daniels and Kemp, parked 2 lots away, something didn't sit right. They watched him step out of his truck, tall, black, carrying a rucksack. No sudden moves, no raised voice. He simply adjusted his jacket and walked toward the entrance. "Bet he's casing the place," one officer muttered. "Let's check him," said the other. Before Travis could reach the sliding glass doors, red and blue lights flashed behind him. A voice blared from the cruiser. "Put your hands where I can see them." Confused but composed, Travis turned around. "Officer, is something wrong?" No reply. Seconds later, he was slammed against his own truck, face pressed to cold metal, cuffs snapping on his wrists. Inside, nurses froze. One dropped her coffee. A Vietnam vet in a wheelchair rolled forward, shocked. No one understood what was happening, but one nurse, Daniela Ortiz, instinctively hit record. What those officers didn't know was this: Travis served 4 combat tours. He saved lives, defused bombs, and dragged brothers through gunfire. But these cops didn't see a Marine. They saw a black man with a backpack. They didn't even ask his name. Travis Cole was different, not just in body, but in mind. Raised in the tough streets of South Atlanta, he learned to stay quiet and stay alert. His mom, Patrice, worked 2 jobs, cleaner by day, caregiver by night. Dad was gone by the time Travis turned 5. At 12, he was teaching himself algebra, while others joined gangs. He never judged them. He just knew he was meant for more. That path led to the U.S. Marine Corps. At 18, he enlisted, tired of seeing his community boxed in. He didn't just make it out. He made history. Top of his class in marksmanship, calm under pressure, born to protect. His commanding officer once called him a sniper with a surgeon's patience. He served in Fallujah, Kandahar, Raqqa, with precision, silence, purpose. 4 tours, 6 rescues, high-value targets eliminated. One time, he shielded a convoy using just his sidearm and grit. He earned 2 Bronze Stars for valor, but he didn't flash medals when he came home. Instead, he poured into helping other veterans, especially black vets. He ran workshops, mentored youth, volunteered in PTSD support. His mission changed uniforms, not purpose. To most, Travis was a role model. To his brothers in arms, a legend. But to 2 officers in a VA parking lot, he was just another suspicious black man. That single racist assumption didn't just insult a Marine, it insulted everything he fought to protect. If not for Nurse Daniela Ortiz, the world may never have known. She was on a smoke break when it all unfolded. Travis, calm but cuffed, thrown in a squad car. His military ID and appointment papers, still in his pocket. She knew something was wrong. She filmed it. No edits, no commentary, just raw truth. By noon, 300,000 views. By night, 2 million. Veterans reposted it. Military families were outraged. Civil rights lawyers called it disgusting. One tweet went viral. "He survived war zones but got ambushed at a hospital. America, explain this." Travis was released 2 hours later. No charges, no apology, no explanation. But the damage was done. When he stepped out of the precinct, head high but jaw clenched, the press was waiting. He didn't give a speech, just one line. "Now imagine how they treat us when no one's watching." The city scrambled. The police released a weak statement, responding to a suspicious individual, but it only poured gas on the fire. The VA confirmed his appointment. His legal team filed notice to sue for racial profiling, illegal detainment, emotional trauma. Civil rights groups backed him. Travis hadn't asked for this spotlight, but now that he had it, he would use it. because this wasn't just about him. It was about every black vet treated like a threat. 3 months later, Travis stood in court. The city tried to bury it, offered hush money. He refused. He didn't want a check. He wanted change. The courtroom was packed, veterans in full dress, civilians with signs. He served, they profiled, enough. Officers Daniels and Kemp sat stiffly. No remorse, no apology, just blank stares. Travis's lawyer, Asha Dree, began. Mr. Cole served this country in 4 war zones. He earned medals for valor and bravery, but these officers saw none of that. To them, his skin color erased it all. She turned to the jury. What happened to Travis didn't begin in a parking lot. It began decades ago, when America decided not even black heroes are safe from a badge and a bias. The city's defense stumbled. They cited procedure, vague calls. But the video, played in court, told the real story. When Travis took the stand, silence filled the room. He looked at the jury and said, "I wore a uniform so they wouldn't see me as a threat. I served so others wouldn't be judged by skin. But if that uniform doesn't protect me, what will?" Then came a shift. The courtroom doors opened. In walked a 4-star general, full-dress blues. It was General Malcolm Reed, head of U.S. Central Command. He walked to the front and declared, "I trained Travis Cole. I deployed him. I watched him save lives in hell. Yet 2 officers stained that legacy in a parking lot. Enough." Gasps filled the room. He turned to the jury. "Some say racism is a relic. But when a black war hero is cuffed and armed white men storm Capitol buildings untouched, it's not a relic. It's policy, and we won't stand for it." He turned to Travis. "Son, on behalf of those who know your worth, I'm sorry." Travis nodded, his throat tight. The courtroom felt it. That night, the story went national. The footage, the general's words, replayed everywhere. Signs popped up. "Fought for America, targeted in America." The city placed both officers on leave. Investigations revealed 2 past complaints, buried. The mayor held a press conference. "We apologize to Mr. Cole and will review all procedures." But Travis didn't just want words. He wanted reform, bias training, real accountability. The result? The Travis Cole Initiative, a coalition between police, the VA, and community leaders. It provided mentorship, therapy, training, and a promise. Travis didn't act like a symbol. He showed up. Town halls, high schools, base camps, not to relive what happened, but to prevent it. Asked what justice meant now, he replied, "Justice isn't punishing the wrong. It's protecting the next. That's what I'm fighting for." Daniels resigned. Kemp was fired. Their names faded. But Travis Cole, he became a movement. General Reed later invited him to speak at the Marine Corps ball. Before Travis said a word, the crowd stood and applauded. No cuffs, no lowered eyes, just truth. And one vet in the back whispered, "They tried to chain him, but he taught the country how to march."